If you have a $30 million exit, nigga, you ain't gotta work for 10 years if you don't want to, and you can invest, push your money. Hey, manage my money, manage 10 million of this. I'm gonna live on 10 million of this, and you don't have to work for the rest of your life. What's going on, YouTube? I'm back with another video. So, in this video, I want to explain to you how I'm going to make $100 million before I die. At least $100 million before I die. And I will leave my kids with at least $100 million net worth. Trust funds, all of that. And I'll tell you guys exactly how I plan to do it. Not exactly how I plan to do it, but some of the steps that you guys could take to possibly do the same thing as well. But what you guys need to be first thinking about is not income. Monthly income is not what you should be focused on. You should be focused on making something so powerful, so revolutionary, to where you can sell this company, sell this brand, and have an exit of $30 million plus. So, building a brand, right? A lot of us e-commerce people, we do this every day. You know what I'm saying? We build brands, we build stores, we make it sound good, make it feel good. We give a brand an identity, right? A lot of times in drop shipping, and sometimes a clothing brand and a lot of other niches, we make these brands and then we don't focus on really putting our all into them. Really making this a true, real, full-fledged brand to where you can hand this off to somebody else and it's still a full running machine. Now, we need to set up systems to make a company, to make a business, for it to be able to be evaluated at 30 million. Now, in my lifetime, I want to be able to do this at least 3 times. Sell 3 major companies, whether that be a revolutionary product, a software, something that can change lives, that can really print money, so my valuation could be, 30 million. And for your valuation to be 30 million, it doesn't necessarily have to have made $30 million. The proof of concept has to be there though. The business model has to make a lot of money, has to make a lot of change. And for these type of ideas to pop in your head, bruh, you got to be locked in. You got to be around the right people, and you got to know who to target. What am I targeting when I'm making products? Now, there's industries all around the world, different type of industries that you can fit yourself in and make a brand, make a product that can be eventually sold for $30 million plus dollars, $100 million plus dollars, $1 billion companies being sold. Look, PayPal was sold by Elon Musk. Look, that nigga might have already been rich, but he's even more richer because he sold the PayPal, bro. Make something, a software. There's a lot of these SaaS companies, selling businesses for millions of dollars. Whether your exit is 500,000, 100,000, billions, millions, whatever it is, make sure it was worth your time, right? Or keep building the brand, because look, this intellectual property, right? A pre-built business, not necessarily a pre-built business, but a pre-built proof of concept. These investment bankers, these venture capitalists, they have billions of dollars, bro. Billions of dollars. I'm trying to explain to you. These venture capitalists wipe their ass with 10 million. They wipe their ass with 1 million. They wipe their ass with your yearly salary, bro. And you want to know what they do with this money? They invest it into companies that seem like they will make a lot of money in the long term. A lot of these venture capitalist firms, they have big investments from these ultra rich people that want to keep growing their money. So you want to know how rich people keep growing their money? They make their money work for them, right? They use their money to buy companies, acquire companies that are already making money or have the proof of concept to make money. And they put people in boards. They hire a CEO, they hire employees, they hire people like you to work for these companies and print money, make money, right? While they are on vacation on their yachts in their vacation homes, checking in, doing business. Hey, how's business going? Talking to their CEO, you know what I'm saying? The shareholders. You want to be the person that owns the business, not the person that runs the business. Not the person that is an employee in the business. You want to be the person that owns the business. You want to be grandpappy that owns the big orange juice company that doesn't have to worry about anything because he's on vacation on his yacht and he has 1,000 employees running a mega franchise. You want to be that type of person, right? But to become that type of person, you need to be ultra rich. the fastest way to get rich is been proven, right? It's a lump sum of money. It's not monthly income. Monthly income will not get you rich. Monthly income can build a lot of things. It can help build these brands, right? It can help build these brands. But if I'm making 30K a month, that seems like a ridiculous amount of money, right? But if I'm only making 30K a month, how long is it gonna take me to get $30 million? Let's do the math. Let's do the math, y'all. If I'm making 30K a month, it's gonna be a long ass time. But let's just say, how long is it gonna take me to make $30 million if I make 30K a month consistently, y'all? Remember, consistently. 30K a month is not an easy task. You can make it easy. You can make it easy, trust me. But for the average person, 30K a month is unbelievable. That's more than most doctors, lawyers, a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? But all right, 300 million divided by 30K. It will take me 1,000 months divided by 1,000 months. So it would take me 83 years of making 30K a month. 83 years of making 30K a month to get 30 million. And I just told you guys I'm gonna make 100 million at least by the time that I die. So, yeah, how would I do this? I have to make these companies and have large exits, right? Large exits is what we should be focusing on, y'all. And you guys who are watching this video, you guys are the lucky ones, because a lot of these people, these businesses, these rich people, they aren't going to spill the sauce. They aren't going to spill the game. These niggas not going to help you, bro. But you need to be focused on major exits, not, you know, monthly income, right? Monthly income, it can change your life a lot. You can live in a better place. You can eat well, you know what I'm saying? You could pretty much do a lot. You could travel. You could pretty much do a lot that you want, but you know, you have to still work to survive this lifestyle, right? If you have a $30 million exit, nigga, you ain't gotta work for 10 years if you don't want to, and you can invest, push your money. Hey, manage my money, manage 10 million of this. I'm gonna live on 10 million of this, and you don't have to work for the rest of your life if you have that exit. And I'm gonna tell you, you can build a $30 million company in 5 years. You can build a $30 million company in 5 years, y'all. I can tell you, if you have the strategies and you know what you're doing and you build out systems and proof of concepts of this business, something original, something that's needed in the market, you can do it, bruh. That's what you should be focused on. And the people that found this video, like I said before, you're lucky. Now, some people will watch this video, move on with their life, and yeah, it's nice. I can't do it, blah, blah, blah. But you want to know something? The person that thinks they can and the person that thinks they can't, they're both right. They're both right. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Because you can do anything that you put your mind to. Just like I am a kid that was born in Albany, Georgia in 2004, right? Didn't have a lot of money, bro. I wasn't born with millions, bro. I come from a single parent household. But I had the vision of making this amount of money, so that's exactly what happened for me. If you can't see yourself making that much money, right? If you can't see how you would act if you were making that much money, you will never make that much money, right? Because you're not doing the things that it takes to make that amount of money. At the end of the day, money is just a tool. What do we really want at the end of the day? We want freedom, and we want to be able to take care of the people that we love, right? So what do? We get jobs, we work, we make businesses. But the real people at the top are the people that do not have to worry about using their time to make money. They use their money to make money. A lot of you guys have read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, but do not live by the principles of it. They use their money to make money, right? We don't need to run these businesses forever, right? We sell the company, right? We sell a little bit there, we sell a little bit here, and eventually we will be able to build generational wealth for our kids to be able to be the people that buy these businesses, right? Of course, we'll still have brands that we own. We'll still own majority stake in a lot of these companies, right? But what you should be focused on in the beginning is getting your big exit, whatever it may be, 500K, 100K, you know, that might just be your first exit, right? But we build brands to be able to exit eventually. Bro, I just broke it down for you. To make $30 million, it's gonna take 83 years of making 30K per month. That's crazy. I can't live like that. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to build brands that are useful, build brands that people can use on a day-to-day basis, build brands that will change the world. Like Ring Camera, for example. Like whoever the fuck made the jets for this pool, for example. Like whoever the fuck made the design for this chair and the design for a trash can. These people are rich as hell. People you'll never know. People that live in $50 million houses all the way to fuck in Washington, all the way to fuck somewhere across the world. These are the people that own these properties, right? That own 10 of them, 20 of them. You're thinking small. Start thinking big, y'all. Start thinking big. But that's been enough for this video. I always love giving y'all a game in this shit. Start thinking with your brain. I read a lot of books. Y'all don't have to. Trust me, it's a waste of time. Do what you love in life. Be consistent at it, and you will get to where you want to go. But it's been y'all dog. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. We out.